Hi everybody, in this video let us discuss about insert at a given position in a doubly linked list using C++. The input for this operation will be a list, the position where we have to insert and the data which we have to insert. So in the first step we have to create a node and then we have to put the data in the data part, make its previous and next part as null. For this we have got the create node function, and then what we have to do is we have to have a temporary pointer which will point to the first node, and then let us have a counter, right? We have to move to the node at position -1 using this counter. We have to check the counter and move the temp till temp points to the node position -1, and then we have to manipulate. This is the core idea of this particular algorithm. And now we will consider position 3. Okay, so we will consider position 3. So as per the idea, temp should be moved to node at position 2, and we have to make the changes. We should be very careful when we are doing these changes, because when you look at the address of this node containing 19, this is present only in this node. If I do something wrong, if I change the sequence, I may have to lose all the part of the linked list that starts from 19. I should be very careful when I am making the changes. If I have 2 pointers, no problem. I can have one more pointer to the next node, but that is not advisable. We will do it very carefully without losing the data. So first what I will do is I will make the previous part to point to this particular node and next part to point to this particular node. I can make this. I will tell, let me call this as new node. So I will tell new node previous is equal to temp and new node next is equal to temp next. Address of this node is in temp next. And then I have to make this node to point to this one, right? So how I can tell? I will tell temp next is equal to new node, and then I have to make previous, right? This previous to point to this node. How I can refer to this node is, now it is present in the next part of new node. Address of this node is present in the next part of new node. So I can tell new node next previous. I will tell again new nodes next previous is equal to new node. That's what I have to tell, right? So let's formally write the algorithm, and the exception cases that we have to consider are, first thing is when the list is empty, the valid position is only 1, right? So we have to check the validity of the position also. So when the list is empty, the valid position is only 1, and for all other cases we should be careful. For example, here there are only 5 nodes. If I am giving the position as 6, it's fine, I will insert at the last. But if I give the position as 7, that cannot happen. That should be a failure. Actually all our insert operations are going to return success, whether it was successful or not. We will return false if we could not do an insertion. So for insert at a given position, the position is also very important. So in those cases we will return false, right? We have to keep track of temp. If temp reaches null, right, then we have to be cautious and we have to return false. Now let us formally write the algorithm. So the input for this operation is going to be a list, data and the position, and if position equal to 1, as discussed, you can call insert beginning and return. Okay, so that is at the beginning. Otherwise you will create a node using create node function, have the new node pointer, and if it is null you will return false. This is the case when your heap becomes full or your system memory itself becomes full. Otherwise have a temporary pointer pointing to the first node and a counter initialized to 1, and while temp is not tail. Why this is important is, if your position is not valid, as I told, when there are 5 nodes, if my position is 7, there is a high chance that this will happen. Okay, so we have to repeat 6 and 7. In 6 I am checking whether my counter has reached the node at position -1, right? In that case also I will just break. Okay, counter equal to position -1 also I will break. Otherwise I will increment the counter and move temp to the next node. And then you are checking if counter equal to position -1, because when I come out of the loop there are 2 possibilities. One is my temp would have become null. Okay, not null. Yeah, here it is tail, right? Yeah, we can go up to null also, I think, because tail maybe tail is a valid position, that is position 6. Yeah, so let us tell while temp is not null, right? That will be a better option. That will be the correct option, I think. Yeah, we will check during implementation. Otherwise, when you come out, you are checking whether your counter is equal to position minus 1. Okay, then we can we can do step number 9 to 13, where we are changing the pointers as we discussed. Next part of new node equal to next part of temp, previous part of new node is temp, right? All those changes we are making. Previous part of next node of temp is new node, right? And next part of temp equal to new node, and we will return true. When we will return false is, that is if the condition is not met, right? That is, if your counter is not equal to position minus 1, then you can understand that the loop has terminated because temp has become null. In that case, the position is not valid, so you will return null, return false. So let's see the implementation of this code. First, in the class we are doing a declaration for the function, okay, with position and d, the data which is going to be inserted, and I have copied the algorithm here. So let us do the declarations. We have to have 2 pointers. One is for storing the address of the newly created node, other one is temp, right? And we are checking here if position equal to 1, right? If position is equal to 1, right, then we can call insert beginning and return whatever is returned by that particular function. So we have to pass only the data. Otherwise, we are creating a new node and storing the address here. Okay, we will pass only data to that. And if the new node is null, when your memory is going to be full, okay, if new node is equal to null or not of new node as we did previously, you have to return false, right? And otherwise, you are going to tell temp is equal to head and your counter is equal to 1. Since we are using semicolon as separator, we can write even more than one line like this, that is allowed. And while temp is not tail, right? Yeah, let us do this not null, right? Because tail should be okay, I think. Yeah, let us check it. While temp, right, not equal to null, or if I simply tell while temp also, it will be correct only because null is false, right? We have to do step number 6 and 7. So what does 6 says? We have to tell counter plus plus. Yeah, so in this case also we have to check whether counter has reached position minus 1. That is, we have reached the node correctly. In that case, we will break it. Okay. Otherwise, you will increment and move temp. So counter plus plus, and then you have to tell temp equal to temp next. Yeah. And yeah, when we come out of the loop, there is a chance we would have broken or we might have come to the last node. So we are checking if counter is equal to position minus 1, right? In that case, we have to do certain things. Yes, we have to do step number 9 to 13. So let us put within braces. And what we are doing in 9 is we have to make next part of new node next. Yes, new node next is equal to temp next. Yes, next part of temp. So that's what we are doing. And then previous part of new node, right? So new node previous is equal to temp, right? And previous part of next node of temp is, okay, so temp next previous, okay, temp next previous is equal to new node, and next part of temp next is equal to new node. Yeah, as we discussed, the sequence is very important. Okay, then return true, otherwise return false. Okay, and what I have done in the application file is I have inserted 1 and 2 using AND. So 1, 2 will be there, and I'm trying to insert value 3 at position 2. So when we print it, we expect it to print 1, 3, 2. For this case, let us check it. So when we compile, we see that I have made few mistakes in the header file. I have forgotten to add a semicolon. Yes, let's add it. And then here in line number 87 in the CPP file, I haven't declared counter, so let us declare it. It's an integer, int counter. And in line number 26 again, yeah, I think that's fine. Let's check it again. Yes, there is no compilation error. So let us execute. Yeah, we see that we are getting 1, 3, 2. Fine. Now we will do some changes and check. I will insert 3 in the first position. Now we should expect the code to print 3, 1, 2. Let's compile, execute 3, 1, 2. Fine. One more case we will check. That is at the position 3. Okay, there are 2 nodes at the end. This is the most important thing. Yeah, I'm getting segmentation for maybe because I was having a little bit of confusion when we were discussing the condition, isn't it? So while temp, yes, while temp not equal to tail, maybe the condition. Let us check that. Still segmentation fault. Yeah, let's check that. So let's understand why that happened. Actually, when we are trying to insert the third node, the third node is the last node. What will happen is we are telling temp next previous. When we are giving the position 1 greater than the number of nodes, temp will be pointing the last node in the linked list, right? So when we tell temp next, actually null will be there, and we are trying to derefer a null pointer. That is the problem. So to avoid that, what we can do is we will just check. Once we reach the position, okay, we will once again check whether that is the last node. If that is the last node, it is called insert end. Insert end will take care, because when we have to insert it as the last node, we have to change the tail also, right? Let us not take the burden. Instead, we will check if temp is at the tail, and if the counter is equal to position -1, then we can understand we are trying to insert at the last. So let us call insert end, and now I have made a small modification here also to check whether that's working perfectly. So 1, 2, and I am calling 3 at the position 3, and I have called again insert end for 4. So we expect the code to print 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Let's compile and check it. Yes, it's printing. I will share the code in the GitHub. Thank you.